let's add the sign out button on the home screen. Here is a home screen. What we are going to do is here let's add a drawer. So after the body, let's define drawer parameter, and then drawer view method. Let's define that. In drawer view, returns a widget, and drawer view auto-generated code is something like this. So let's review what we need. Drawer object should be returned, list view, and then children, drawer header, and the list tile. Those informations are there. So let me keep them, and then list tile. We can have now sign out there, and then on tab, let's define this function in a controller. So let me delete on tab function here, controller dot sign out. We are going to define shortly. In the list tile, we can give a leading with the icon, and then icon, log out icon. Let's define that. So let's define controller. So controller, home screen controller.dart. Class name is home screen controller. We need to store the state object, so let me accept those auto-generated code. Home screen state is using relative path in home screen.dart. Then constructor takes care of that. Sign out is asynchronous. Firebase sign out is coming from my own controller. So here is a Firebase controller is the one where I've defined. And then in this sign out, when it happens, the stream is generated, so we don't have to handle any errors. So let me just delete those error cases and keep just calling Firebase sign out function call. It's there. So that's the controller part. Then from the screen state object, let's define instance member. Home screen controller is controller. Home screen controller class is coming from relative path. This is the one. Then let's give init state override. Then there, let's create the controller object. Then everything looks good. And then let's define model, home screen model.dart. Class name is home screen model. S, let's give a capital S. In the home screen, the information we are going to store is user. This user is from Firebase auto library there. Then let's define constructor home screen model. The user information is stored. So in the home screen, let's define late home screen model, and then that will be created. Home screen model there. So this home screen model, the user information is coming from, first let me take care of import relative path there, and the Firebase auth instance current user is there, but user information is actually stored in my Firebase controller. The current user information is updated when sign-in happens. So start dispatcher, when user information stream changes, the current user is updated. So we can get that information from current user, which is from my own Firebase controller there. And then home state comes whenever the current user is not null, that is guaranteed. So we can give exclamation mark to override any nullable issues there. So that's the home screen. So let's test the code. We start. The authentication state is still retained in the mobile device, but we have a drawer now. And then sign out. Then we go back to sign in screen, which is handled by start dispatcher. The stream changes, so we now get to the sign in screen. Now let's sign in to @uco.com, another user. Sign in, home screen is there. So we can sign out. If I give to @uco.com with the wrong password, then alert message shows sign in failed, invalid credential, the supplied something something, so error message shows up properly. And if I give 6@uco.com, which does not exist, still the same error message shows up. But now I give correct information. We move to the home screen.